Today you'll see the latest remastered versions of removed maps that are coming back into Gorebox. Now I've shown you guys the indoor pool map in this video right here, so this is what it looks like. It's just a pool with some lights, and there's also these 3 different sized diving boards in the map. So now from Sergerado's Telegram channel, we've got this image of the exterior of the map, and here's what a part of the interior is going to look like. And this actually looks like an abandoned room right here, like everything looks a bit derelict and neglected. And if Google Translate didn't fail me, this is actually going to be called the Pulse map instead of the pool map, although I'm not really sure. Now it would seem that you could also access a tunnel area of the map and go out of the pools and into the exterior on this little lake right here. Here's another image of the tunnels, and it's even got a lever right there. I wonder what that is for. Is it for like a minecart or something like that? Now as you guys know, in the legacy map we've got this little pool right here, but what exactly is this little thing right here? So if you actually go behind the wall, you'll see that it's a bunch of pipes, and if you follow them along, it'll actually lead you to this boiler right here. So I'm assuming that this is what keeps the swimming pool warm. And in the pool map remaster, we are going to have this massive boiler. You can even see that there's a makeshift way to get onto it kept right there. So yeah, multiple pools in this map will require multiple pipes from this boiler to keep all of them warm, of course. Here's another screenshot from the map, although I'm not really sure where these staircases lead. Right here we've got a door that says do not enter. Hopefully that's just like a staff room or something, and there isn't a jump scare waiting for us in there. Now this image is actually taken from the underwater part of the pool, and we've got some float lines right here. Here's another image of the exterior of the map, and this is the entire swimming pool complex. But we've also got something right there tucked far away into the mountains. I wonder if that's even going to be accessible or that's just for the scenery. And it looks like a villain's headquarters or something. So yeah, as I mentioned before, we've got a little lake on the exterior of the map. This is where all the swimming pool's water comes from, I guess. Right here we've got a slight snippet of the entire map of the complex, and if you go right here, you'll enter the main dome. I really like the whole vibe and atmosphere of this map. Sergerado has also put some sand and sea cells and sea urchins as decoration for this map. And what we've got right here, I believe, is the parking lot and the exit of the map. So the 3 diving boards that I showed you guys earlier is still going to be part of the remaster, and they do look to be a lot more prettier now. And the doors of this map actually remind me of what I'd find on a ship. We've got a little walkway right here, and also the tallest diving board goes as high as 10 meters. Here's another view of the parking lot of the map. I'm guessing there's an invisible wall along this road right here. Now I'm not sure if this is actually a part of the swimming pool map, but it could be somewhere under the dome. I'm not really sure. Either way, it looks kinda creepy and spooky. And this right here is the central part of the map. We've got a beautiful walkway, some trees, this gigantic dome, and I'm also assuming that these are actually the hot tubs right here. Now these are the food displays that will be placed inside the pool map, although none of the food that you actually see here will be eatable in the game. They're just decoration. Next we've got these inflatables, which I assume will be used only as a decoration in the new map, although it would be cool if we could just throw them into the water and use them as vehicles, in the same way that Sergerado posed this crash dummy on the inflatable right here. We've also got these slides that might be added to the map. So sliding down these in first person, especially this blue one, is going to be rather vomit inducing. Also, these lockers will be placed along the pool map for swimmers to store their stuff which they can't take into the pool, like their car keys and their images of Jazz of Gaming that they carry in their wallets. Here's an image of the entrance into the main dome. Next I showed you guys the Backrooms map, once again in this video right here, and this map is just a large area of corridors with lights, and everything is painted yellow, I guess. And it would seem that this map is also being remastered and being re-added into the game, and these are what the walls, stairs and ceilings will look like. And if I'm not mistaken, whatever this whole labyrinth is, it's also going to be part of the Backrooms map. It looks like something I'd see in Squid Game, and here's another angle of the same thing. It looks a bit more confusing from this perspective. Oh, and apparently guys, this area is going to be randomly generated, just like the corridors of the Backrooms apparently. So every time you launch this map, you'll get a slightly different experience. Here we've got some elevators which cannot be used, but you'll be able to lock yourself inside them. From what exactly are we supposed to be hiding ourselves from? Mr. Sergerado. And this is a view from what I can guess is the basement of the back rooms. I really don't want to fall inside here. Who knows what's awaiting me in the dark? Here's an image which shows you both the corridors of the back rooms and the new area that's being added into it. And apparently the back rooms will have certain rooms with pools as well. And here's what some of the pool rooms will look like, although I'm not really seeing any water. This is what the ceilings of one of those labyrinths will look like. I gotta say the tile work on these walls looks really neat, and along these platforms you'll be able to hide inside these narrow little cracks. Once again, what exactly are we hiding from, Mr. Sergerado? Could this be like a next spot chase map or something? And if it is, guys, I'm gonna get ya. We've also got some train tracks in here. I wonder where we'll be going with this. Oh, and actually this right here I believe is water, so if you fall down into the basement you'll actually be swimming in the dark. So this right here has been described as the drains of the map, and I'm assuming it's right at the bottom of the dark rooms, and it's supposed to be like super dark, but Sergerado has just increased the brightness of this image for visibility. And here's another image of the labyrinth, and finally I can see some water right there in a pool. So this screenshot shows the map which has been generated with just one button. So I'm assuming that all the different colored sections are fixed and they will be jumbled up whenever you click on the generate map button. And this is what I guess it will look like when you no clip to the map, although this is a work in progress and the ceiling hasn't been added as of yet, so it doesn't look as spooky as it should. And now it's time for the comment section with Jazz Gaming. So first of all, there's apparently a bug in the Polar 6 map, so let me try grabbing this laptop right here. Okay, so when you grab this laptop, a whole bunch of props also seem to move along with it, including the ball cat Easter egg right there. I don't know, this is like a master prop or something. It's a weird glitch, I like it. Now almost the entirety of the rooms in the Polar 6 map are empty and all their contents have come into the air. So nice find, buddy. Next, there's another glitch with the worst curse. Okay guys, so I just deleted him because the thing wasn't really working, and then he spawned in that rock at exactly the same time. And yes, it does in fact not have any gravity attached to it, I suppose. It's just floating around and stuff. It would be cool if F2 Games added a gravity option somewhere in here so that we could just mess around with stuff like this in the game. Next, apparently if you pick up a hat, the Godolls will run away from you. So I'm just gonna spawn in a few citizen Godolls and I'm gonna spawn in a sombrero. Are you guys scared of the sombrero? Look at it. Look at it! Okay, yeah, so there seems to be some sort of glitch with the props in this update. Here comes a clown mask! Ooga booga! Next, apparently you can do something in the House of Lament. Okay, so let me turn on phase mode and let me grab this window right here. Nothing's happening. Nope. Oh, something's happening, guys. Okay, I can move the house around, I guess. Can I take it underwater? I hit it against my head and now I'm knocked unconscious. Let me try that again, but with a bunch of citizen Godolls just standing around. There they go. They just went into the void. Oh, I'm not only moving the house, I'm moving the entire island, it would appear. But yeah, the House of Lament, more like the House of Nausea, because you're gonna puke if you try to stay in here. Imagine accidentally defeating the future boss battle right here while Phil Timsky was just trying to have his morning cereal. Click here to watch the remaster of the Legacy map that is coming soon to GoBox. A big thanks to Sergerado, who is a developer on the F2 Games team, for providing all of these images and information on his Gorebox Diary Telegram channel, which is linked right here on your screen. So I've been Jazef, you've been my audience, thank you for watching, and goodbye.